Good morning. How can you choose books for your kids based on their age and their skills? So, in the internet, there's a lot of lists of good books. You can, and I even recommend, look at those lists. Even take those lists and find books according to those lists. But I also want to offer you some guidelines that you can have a way to choose children books, good children books, according to your preferences. And why do I want that? Because when you want to choose children books for your children, it really depends on your purpose, right? Is it because you want them to love books? Is it because you want them to learn a secondary language, such as English, through reading books? Is it because you want to prepare them for school, to read, to learn how to read and write? So each of your preferences, of your goals, will actually define what kind of books you choose. So in this short video, I want to offer from my experience as a mother of 3 children that love books, and also as a children's storyteller since 2003, when my older son was in my belly. He's now 17 years old. I want to offer you from my experience what's the guideline on how to choose children books, good children books. If you don't know me, I'm Revital. I'm a children's storyteller. I'm a mother of 3. I help educators and teachers tell stories in a magical way, create children's storytelling activities, and I also help parents that love books help their children fall in love with books by creating magical reading time. So here's my experience on how to choose good children's book. As I see it, the most important thing with children is to find books that they will be fascinated, that they will want to read. It's to create an inner motivation to listen to you read a book. Okay? Why? Because no matter what your goals are, if it's to find a secondary language, if it's to teach them a secondary language, if it's to prepare them to school, academic goals, when you read them books and they want to listen, they will gain all those benefits. They will gain vocabulary and reading comprehensions. And they will also learn emotional intelligence, emotional skills through reading books. They will gain all the benefits that we know, and there are so many articles about the benefits of books to children. But all you need is that they listen. So for me as a storyteller, for me as a mother, my most important thing is to find books that they will want to listen to, that they will be fascinated, that they will want me to read to them. Because let's vice versa. If they don't want to listen to those books, if they don't want me to read them those books, if they don't want to read books, they won't have no benefits of books. So I don't care. I'm not going to look specifically for a book that is, the goal is so they will learn a secondary language, or specifically on the goal is to teach my child how to read. No, I won't look for these books, not academical books, not books with a specific didactic message, teaching message. No, I will look for books that offer a fascinating experience. So you might ask yourself, what books offer a fascinating experience? I've got you. So number 1 is the plot. The plot has to be surprising, interesting. The focus is on the story, not on teaching a message. The focus is in a plot that is first of all interesting. First of all, you want to go to the next page to know what's happening, okay? Just like you in a movie, okay? You don't want to watch a movie that is teaching you a message. You want to watch a movie that is, first of all, fascinating, takes you to another world, offers you something very interesting, okay? Children are just the same. Okay, number 2, maybe this book is fascinating because it offers some kind of sensory enjoyment or a game. For instance, The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. Okay, so even the really small preschooler or toddler can put their small fingers on those holes in the books, and it's interesting for them. It's really nice. It's a sensory enjoyment combined with the story of the caterpillar. Okay. Number 3, maybe the illustrations are very beautiful, fascinating, because children read the illustrations. They consume the story and the book a lot just from watching the pictures more and more and discovering more and more details. So maybe you see that the illustrations are amazing. So you pick this book. Another way to choose really good, fascinating books is a book that you liked reading, that it was fun for you to read to yourself. You read the book in the library or in the bookstore, and it was surprising for you, interesting for you, and you want to read it to your child. That's a good enough reason, because when you like reading to it, your child will enjoy to hear it. Number 5 is sometimes it's not specifically find the really best good books, but it's offering a variety of books. So like I have a habit of going to the library every 3-4 weeks and bring home about 8 new books. Now think of your child every couple of weeks with new books, just to look at new stories, new ways of illustrations, new vocabularies, new rhyming, new genres. Okay, so they're exposed to such a variety of books, and this is also a way to have a clue of what are the books from the ones that I brought home, what are the ones that my child loved the most. Maybe I can bring them more from the same author. Maybe I can find more in the same topic. Okay, so again, I'm offering you something that it's not a list that you just download from the internet. It's much more personal. You choose books according to your preference, your child preference. Okay, and topics. If you know your child is dealing with some kind of topic, starting a new school, friend challenges, losing in games, competitive, sleeping, having frightening dreams. So there are so many books about those topics, and all you have to do is bring them, and then your child sees that things that he is challenged in his life, he can read about them and gain some knowledge or ideas or thoughts through a book. Now, according to age, how do you know what book is suitable for what age? So first of all, it's a bit tricky, and here's why. A lot of times I have seen that a 5-year-old child wants me to read him a book that is suitable for a 2-year-old child. You might ask yourself why, but it doesn't matter. If they want me to read to them this book, I will read to them. You know, children experience book in a lot of levels. That's why they like to read it again and again and again, because each time they consume it a bit differently. So if a child wants me to read them a book that is not suitable for their age, that's okay. I won't judge. I won't say, hey, this is a book for babies. Let's read something else. No, I will read them this book and offer them another book too. In addition, so first of all, don't be strict in the age, but here is like one guideline that will help you. What you want to create is success in finishing reading the whole book from the beginning till the end. So I wouldn't take a very long book to a child that his attention span is rather short. I would find very short books that they will finish, and I can say, hey, we finished this book from the beginning till the end and it was fun. I will find them books that are short enough that they want more. I don't want to reach a situation where it's too long and they have to, you know, they have to put a lot of efforts just so they finish the book. That's my guideline. So if they have a larger expansion, I will start maybe chapter books. But I choose the books according to how long is the book to read, and is my child capable of listening to it? Will he want to? Will it be too hard for him or her? Okay? So that was my guidelines on how to choose children's books according to what I think is most important to create an inner motivation to want to read books. Thank you, and what I want to offer you is that I have a free guide that is called the 10 Principles of a Good Children's Books. So first of all, it shows you and demonstrates you 10 great principles to choose books, and also it gives you examples of a lot of children's books that you can just take from the library or buy those books. I hope you liked it. If you think someone might want to listen to this, maybe you know someone that when they want to read to their children, but when they go inside a children's bookstore or a library, they just don't know what to choose. So this is a great video for them. You can share it, you can comment, you can ask questions, and I hope you liked it. Have a great day. Bye.